second topic, which is impact COVID-19 to Tertier sector. So now I will explain about the definition of Tertier sector and some examples Tertier sector is. So let's check it out. The Tertier sector is the sector of the economy and services. The Tertier covers a wide range of activities from commerce to administration, transport, financial and real estate activities, business and personal services, education, health, and social work. The tertiary industry is one of the three primary industry types in a developed economy. The other two being the primary and secondary goods production industry. As an economy becomes more developed, it tends to shift its focus from primary to secondary and tertiary industries. Economists have found that as a nation economy grows and develops, secondary sector becomes larger, while the primary sector that produces raw material shrinks. So now is the example of some example of sector. Following is an example of the tertiary sector. The tertiary industries provide services as well as operational frameworks or business operations. This can include the organization involved in the shipping and transportation industries such as railroad or trucking, where the sole focus is on the process of moving goods. It could also include the transportation of people, such as taxi services, city bus system, and subway. All services receive from financial institutions such as banks, banking business, and also investment brokers and tertiary imaging as well. That's all from me about the definition and also some examples about tertiary sectors. Thank you.
The service industry is also called the tertiary industry. In Malaysia, tourism and transportation services are particularly important. Increased employment opportunities, increased investment opportunities for Malaysia, and accelerating Malaysia's economic growth. Tourism is one of the important pillars of development of the tertiary industry. According to Malaysia economic data, in 2012, Malaysia received a total of 25 million tourists, and the increase of the 1.3 compared with the 2011, providing 40% of job of Malaysia with the total income of the 130.3 billion ringgit. The development of the tourism has become the top priority of the Ministry of Culture and Tourism of Malaysia. Transportation services provide the security of the Malaysian economy due to the heavy use of the infrastructure. The transport sector is an important part of the economy, and the Malaysia transport sector contributes 3 to 3.5% and 3.5% to national economic and employment. According to data released by Malaysia Ministry of Transport, 2 points Malaysia ranking amounts to top 20 in the world in terms of container throughput, while Kuala Lumpur International Airport ranks 24th in the world in terms of passenger throughput.
I am Durga here, will be present about impact on tertiary sector. The first impact is impact on students. Unintentionally, the students will be also negatively affected. To restate, the quality of teaching will be compromised as students can no longer enjoy the interaction in the lecture halls and tutorial rooms. In an online setting, it is harder for students to ask questions in a non-invasive way. Such a setting is usually more conducive for debates and discussions. However, an online classroom is not as conducive to such discussion. Moreover, students from less privileged backgrounds in particular will suffer even more. Their challenges include the lack of resources such as computer to work, photocopy machine, internet access and a quiet space to study. But when students have to move back to study from home, they no longer enjoy these facilities. When at home, some students may also be distracted by family responsibilities. Postgraduate students, especially those from the science stream, will be most affected as they cannot work in their laboratories. Not only may they not be able to graduate on time, they will also have to worry about their finances and prospects of employability. Impact of tertiary sector is on economy. This can be seen via high unemployment rate and depreciation in Malaysian ringgit against USD. In 2019, the unemployment rate of Malaysia is 33%, which means there are 508,200 individuals unemployed. The COVID-19 pandemic has seriously impacted the Malaysian economy. This can be shown by comparing the unemployment rate in Malaysia. In January 2020, the unemployment rate is 3.2%, but there is a continuous increase in the unemployment rate until May 2020, and it reaches 5.3%. This is shown in figure below. This is not a good phenomenon. My second point is impact on tourism. The coronavirus outbreak in the early months of 2020 already imposed a significant threat to the tourism industry in Malaysia. There was a massive drop in tourists from Singapore and China as many countries were already imposing travel restrictions to curb the spread of virus. Hence, the tourism industry suffered a huge loss. This is especially so for the airline and hotel industries. For example, at least 120 hotels were closed either temporarily or permanently due to the pandemic. Additionally, travel prohibitions and falling demand worldwide have put the airline industry at risk of bankruptcy. As a result, AirAsia, Malindo Air and Malaysia Airlines, Malaysia's three largest airlines, have implemented wage cuts as well as unpaid leave depending on the income range and position. Besides that, many tour guides struggle to cope with unemployment due to the coronavirus to no tourists and tours. Street vendors and local businesses who depend on tourism are also no doubt affected. For example, Ipoh's Kampung Kacang Putih, which sells savory snacks popular with tourists, stated that their sales were reduced by 80% due to the pandemic. Thank you. Next impact of tertiary sector is on transport system. The figure below shows the ridership comparison of year 2019 and 2020 for various rail transport system in Klang Valley area. It is observed that KLIA Express and KLIA Transit Service, which provide the direct transport connection between KLIA Airport and city centre, is most hit by the pandemic. The ridership has reduced by 67% in year 2020 as compared to year 2019. This is followed by Kelana Jaya LRT 60% reduction, Intercity Train 50%, 55% reduction, and KTM commuter train 53% reduction. The reduction of train ridership has impacted the revenue and operating sustainability of these train services. This
Last but not least, based on the research we have done, it can be concluded the most Malaysians are affected by this COVID-19. We found the most of them lost their income or there is a reduction in terms of their income. Some of them also have to do part-time job to generate more income for survival. The number of workers in various sectors who have not started employment is still high. This is because, among other, it includes a list of prohibited activity or strict standard operation procedure SOP to ensure safety and health factor. Our economy will only recover when we are no longer stuck in carrying out our work due to this epidemic, even though it is expected to take a longer time as the economic foundation of the country need to be rebuilt. Therefore, the government and the people of Malaysia used to work together in dealing with this pandemic so that the safety and health of all can be protected and the country economy can recover as usually.
Oh, let me up with a bright smile on now.